Yo. If you come across this video, what's up? My name's Jerome. And this is probably this is probably the start to a long series of just me ranting. Why? I don't know, because I feel like it. I've been wanting to make YouTube videos and just videos of me like talking about shit, and I haven't been able to figure out how to do it. And I think this is the way for me to do it, actually, now that I'm coming to it. And I like this vibe. I like that I have a mic in my hand. I like my setup. So I think I'm going to do it this way. Yeah. What am I supposed to be talking about? I don't know. I'm 21. I'm how many months into 21? I'm 8 months into 21. Moved out of my parents' house. Finally got a fucking job so I can start actually paying for shit. Pretty cool. This is not... I think I'm recording this so that I can post it and have like logs for myself. Yeah. So I'm going to come back to this in about 3 years. 3 years when I've like really achieved at least 5 of the things that I want to achieve, and then I'll be like, wow. And this is how we did it. Hell yeah, Jerome. And that's just fire. That's just real fire. So the future Jerome watching this, what's up, bro? I hope you're enjoying those beaches. I hope you're enjoying the weather. I hope you're enjoying those roads. I hope you're enjoying those flights. I hope you're enjoying that free time, that infinite amount of free time. And I hope you're making the best out of it, because we are about to lock in. Yo, whoever's watching this, it is September 10th. It's the great lock-in, guys. We're heading into winter and fall. We got to be locked in. We cannot come out of 2025 still stuck in the system, y'all. Can't happen. Cannot happen. These niggas are doing whatever the fuck they want to, even more than they have been doing for the past 100 years. And they're playing in our faces. So if you think that me, myself, and I, and the people around me, and the people watching this video who are really serious about themselves are going to be stuck in the matrix, in the system, nada. I'm not allowing it. If you're watching this, how many times have I said if you're watching this? I don't know. I don't care. If you're watching this, guess what? You are no longer allowed to stand still. You're no longer allowed to watch life pass you by. You got to keep it pushing. You got to achieve those goals, achieve those dreams. Why? Because who else is going to do it for you, my nigga? Nada. Nobody. And you standing still only benefits the fuck niggas in at the top, the world government. I'm gonna start calling them the world government because it makes sense. And niggas are gonna be like, bro, this is an anime. They're not the real world government. They're not the slavery. Ding. They got that down. Classism. Ding, ding, ding. They got that down. What else? Lying and manipulating the media. Oh, they got that down. What else? Killing niggas for power, for land, for money. Oh, they got that down. That's our government. That's the system. That's the business. They're the world government. We don't need Goro say. The Goro say. You think we don't have the Goro say right now? You think we're not dealing with Emu? Hey, if you want to believe that, go ahead, believe it. Do your thing. But me and mine, I got to get my family out. I have to get my family out of this country. And I'm sure a lot of you do too. Because you see what's going on and you're like, wow, this is not going to be able to like be sustainable. This country's going to collapse. It's going to be a whole shit. Whole war probably. That's what they want to. They want war so that they can profit off of the war and that they can instill more control and da-da-da-da-da. I also, so like that, there's that, and then there's also like the fall of capitalism, which I'm hoping, praying is just that. Because if capitalism falls, guess what, guys? We'll be okay. will be amazing, actually. If capitalism just and we all collectively wake up and we're like, let's not keep this going, and we work together, we get back to our roots, yeah, man, it's going to be something beautiful. But until we are facing that reality, we have to be fighting for something greater, and we got to be getting the fuck out of here. That's what I'm working towards. Financial freedom, getting the fuck out of this country. Traveling the country even, because I think there's beautiful places in this country. It's not the people, it's not the places, it's the government and their control. That's really what it is. Right? That's what it is. They control our food and they feed us poison. They literally feed us poison. And it's all of that. Yeah, I'm just going to rant on this video. And my face is going to be ranting. And my mouth is going to be ranting. And niggas are going to be seeing me rant. I guess, bro. I guess. What else am I going to do? This is literally always where I arrive at. And this is the most comfortable I'm at. Yet I go back and watch it and I'm like, yo, that's just cringy. I guess I got to be cringe, man. I got to be cringe. I have crystals on my neck for a reason. I'm not like the rest. I have arrived at the consciousness of my journey. What does that mean? I have consciously woken up to the fact that my journey is completely different from everybody else's. So I'm not allowed to stand in. It's impossible. And these crystals aren't on my neck are not just to stand out. No. They're tools. I'm not gonna get into the whole spiritual yet. This is just a video of me ranting. If I will get in, I will get into the spiritual stuff a couple videos later, a couple rants later probably, or in the same video. It's just sit on my mind. Niggas look at spirituality like it's a joke, or like it's truly like. I mean, it's less and less now, but also because I think people are getting closer to themselves. People, I don't know, they look at it as like a stereotype, and which for some people it is. Some people it is a stereotype. Some people are just wearing crystals to wear crystals and just for the aesthetic. But other niggas, they're really about it, and they wear crystals as tools for energetic purposes. Yeah. Every time I talk about it, I hear the voices of my older family. You know, the C's, the Christians, which I have no hate to Christians, but the Christians, they're like, yo, they're like on my ass, whatever the fuck. I'm not gonna get into it. What else? Got a 9 to 5 today. Yay! Why did 9 to 5 need to be invented? I need to understand that, truly, because before it was just work. It was quick work. You know, you got to do what you got to do to take care of your shit, and then you go home or you stay home or whatever you're doing. I think that's what it was. It was farm work or housework or community work. It was working in the village to get to a specific purpose or uphold the village. Now we're at 9 to 5s at Target. Target, nigga, you think I want to work at Target in 2025? Nigga, you think I want to work at Target? I mean, I have a job. It's at a restaurant now. I'm not gonna say the name just in case, and that's fine. But you think I want to work there? No. My knee fucking hurts. Of course, my knee hurts. It's like, oh, work. I gotta work. Really, I think my knee hurts because I started talking about football. In high school, I tore my ACL in my sophomore year. Horrible fucking year. That sophomore year, for the 2004 kids, that sophomore year before COVID, that year, boy, which was COVID, that year, it was like a whole separate year. It was half a sophomore year, then COVID, and then COVID. Boy. COVID really fucked us up. Everybody. COVID was their ultimate device They saw that and they were like, yeah, yeah, we got him. We got him. Man, did they get us. They got us for real. And I'm not saying COVID was fake, guys. No, that was a real virus. I'm saying it was orchestrated by the niggas in control. It was orchestrated by the niggas in control. Let me say it one more time. Coronavirus was a real virus. It was getting niggas. It was deadly. But it was orchestrated by the niggas in control. Why? More power. More power. And if you ask me for facts on this, it's like the facts I have to give you are facts of what the country has already done, or what the government has already done. What the government has already done. Big example, MK Ultra. Another, Tulsa. Another, the Black Panther Party. Another, hold on, let me think of it. Iraq. Palestine. Anarchists. Anarchy. Deadass, bro, it's really we really arrived to the point where the only way to resolve this shit is an uprising, is a revolution, is anarchy. Anarchy. I think control chaos. I like. Yeah, control chaos. But in the sense that we tell them niggas, fuck you. In the sense that we steal from their big corporations. We don't pay for the shit that is overpriced that niggas need on a daily. We find the ways to make the medicines that people need, which are cheap to make. By the way, you know insulin costs? How much does insulin cost to make? $2 and $6. What? And there's 3 manufacturers dominating the market. Big corporations dominating money. Big corporations dominating medicine. Luigi. Free that nigga. Free that nigga Luigi. You know what sucks, bro? I don't even love talk. I don't even like talking about politics. It pisses me off because they're politics. But at this point, it's not even politics anymore. You can't even call it politics. Politics is bullshit. Politics is orchestrated and controlled, which is this shit. You can't can you even call it politics when it's just the day to day? When it's just the day to day? When this shit is in your face and it's no longer ignorable, can you call it politics? Really, can you? Nigga, I want to be free making movies, animating shit, writing characters, writing stories, making music. I want to do that shit for free. And I can, but I got to play with the system. Nigga, I want the system dismantled. Nigga, I want the system destroyed. I want the system destroyed, but I have to play with the system to get what the fuck I want. Bullshit, nigga. Bullshit. Get the fuck out of my face with that. Please. 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 These niggas have the antics up the sleeve. Every single sleeve, they got antics up the pants sleeve, the arm sleeve, up the shirt. Nigga, they got antics in their hair, antics in their glasses, antics in their teeth. And then they expect us to be like, oh, if we listen to what they say and we just do everything they say, like we'll be okay. Nigga, no. You know how many niggas have done what the police have said and fucking died? What armies have said and fucking died? What colonizers have said and fucking died and then been enslaved? You think I want to listen to these niggas? MK Ultra, nigga. And that's all I needed. That is all I needed. That's all I need. Them niggas, they mind control. Bro, they literally have niggas around their bases. This is going to sound a little woo-woo. A little woo-woo. But guess what? It's real. They have niggas outside of their bases or in their bases, or at least protecting their bases in the astral plane, astral projecting from their physical bodies into their spiritual bodies, protecting it and stopping other people from getting in there and learning their secrets. Do you know how hard that shit is? Not in a cool way, nigga. How hard and difficult it is. Actually, bro, I don't even think those people are doing it by choice. They're probably enslaved. God, bro. They probably have their families. They're probably natural-born psychics with extraordinary abilities. And they probably kidnapped the niggas, kidnapped their families, and said, yo, we know what you can do. You're going to do it for us now. You're going to do it for the USA. Bitch. 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 And then there's fucking Israel. Do I even have to get into words about that? Do I even have to? It's been about 2 years, damn near. What? It's been longer, by the way. It's been longer. At least 80 years longer. At least. That's an overestimate, I think. I don't know, probably longer. Villainy. Pure villainy. On a less serious note, let's talk about Pokemon scalpers. Nigga, you niggas suck. You niggas suck. Let me get some cards too, please. Please? Can a nigga get some cards? Can a nigga find an SIR without going on the net and trying to buy 40 packs for way over $1,000? You can't. You have to get into the store the day they restock, or you ain't gonna find nothing. The most you'll find is that shit torn open on the shelves with the promo cards left. Nigga, if you gonna tear the cards open, take the promo cards. They got value too. Take the Victini, please. Don't leave it for me to find, and then I'm like, bro, they already done stole from this shit. If I steal from it, don't get caught, I'm an asshole. Hey, but the thieves though. Hold on, let me backtrack. Would I be lying if I said I walked out the store a couple times without swiping a card? With the cards? Nah. But would I be lying? Wait. Yeah, I said that right. But at least I leave some for other niggas. You know what I mean? Every time I go in there, like, let me not be greedy. Let me grab my 2 packs. Maybe 3 if they got enough. And then let me skedaddle. And that's it. I'm going to make sure every time, there's enough for someone else. Guys, what happened to the common decency of leaving shit for other niggas? Nah, we gotta get these SIRs. We gotta get that Umbreon. We gotta get the money, boss. We gotta get up in the Targets, in the Walmart, and steal the shits. Not even steal the shits. Stuff them in your cart before any child could pull up. Bro, at least save some for the kids. If you're like, fuck the adults, save some for the kids or something. And now there's a fucking policy in every single store, damn near, it's a two card per 2 customer limit, or 2 pack per. You know what I'm saying? Can't get more than 3. Niggas are tripping. Hey, I'm just happy. Hey, yo, I'm just happy my One Piece cards ain't like that. Hey, I'm just happy my One Piece cards ain't like that, man. I'm happy I could get this. I'm happy I can get this. My greatest prized possession here. Look at that. Manga art rare Bonnie. Sorry, I'm just flexing on niggas that don't have this. So, look. Behold the Bonnie. Nigga, the One Piece is real. The One Piece is very real. And since Oda's a genius, the One Piece is going to be within. The One Piece is going to be within. And it's going to be okay, because think about it. One Piece fans here. Hey, if you're not a One Piece fan, and you're not caught up, listen, guys, if you're not caught up, fast forward at least 20 minutes. Nah, that's way too long. Give me like 10. Nah, that's way too. Give me 5. Right? All right. I'll let you know when it's over. Okay. The way that the story is like unfolding with the devil fruits, and like they have their own souls, or they are created from dreams, right? Devil fruits are literally created from the dreams of an individual, or at least from the dreams of a collective that is so strong that it creates a fruit for that dream to come true. What? So that tells me and zone devil fruits have their own souls. What? Zone devil fruits have their own souls. So if you eat a devil fruit, you got 2 souls dwelling within you. 2 different wills. What? So that tells me there's something about the One Piece, right? That has its own soul. That has its own willpower. And the only reason Luffy can achieve it is because his willpower is similar to the original creator of the One Piece. Hear me out. And I believe that dream is just for everybody to be free and do whatever they want. That's all they want. Just do whatever you want. Be free. Live free. So I think, bro, they're going to find a One Piece, and it's going to unlock something within everybody, or at least the devil fruit holders, about freedom, about, like, you know what I mean? It's not going to be, not the girls say, and not the Holy Knights. Fuck them niggas. Really. It's really, bro, the newest chapter, that nigga St. Garland, I think, Shanks' papa, bro, he's a villain. That nigga has no remorse. The second his twin sons were born, Shanks and Shamrock, shing, into the mother. He said, I got a new wife now. I'm going to win this competition and I'm going to get me a wife. Meanwhile, it's Shaki. She's all slaved up. The world government caught themselves their first Amazonian woman. Hell nah. How are you, bro? And low key, high key, Roger's my nigga. Just because he's the Pirate King and because he's cool, you know, he raised Shanks a little bit. And Buggy is that dude. Niggas don't understand how clean Buggy is. How much of an amazing character he is. Yeah, he's a clown. Yeah, he's a little foolish. Yeah, he's an asshole. But guess what? That nigga is? He's a Yonko. What? In his clowny nature. His willpower, since the jump, his willpower, his very will, his dream, all he wanted was to sail the world with Shanks and become Pirate King together. And so that they could find the One Piece together. They already knew where it was. Buggy knows where the One Piece is. What? Buggy knows how to get to the One Piece. That ain't a mystery to that nigga. He was there. But he don't give a fuck. He says, my nigga Shanks, I want to sail the world with this guy. This is my homeboy. And Shanks gonna be like, nah, I think I'm gonna chill. What? So of course they both end up as Yonkos. because Buggy was like, nah, I'm going to beat you. I got to beat you then. I have to get the One Piece by myself to prove to you that I'm just as equal pirate to you. Not even that. Excuse me. That we are, bro. So, of course, he ends up as a Yonko. He ain't even have to try for real. He just has to continuously show his face. And he's like Usopp, a little bit of a liar, but Usopp's that nigga for real, for real. So is Buggy, but Buggy's a little bit more like, I'm a real ass liar. Like, I'm not strong enough to defeat none of you niggas. But guess what? You're under my rule. He had Alvita and all the other niggas under his rule. All the way up until he got with the Cross Guild with Mihawk and Crocodile. And now they're not even the Yonkos. They're not even the Yonkos. They're not even the Yonkos. It's that nigga Buggy at the front. What? Now, this makes me ask the question, did that nigga Morgans and the world government orchestrate it and really understand that if they had Buggy at the front, the power or at least the fear for them would lessen, or was it like, I think if I got to go back and read the chapter, but I think and dang man, I'm cussing a lot. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, Shanks and no, Buggy is that guy. Buggy is truly that guy. We knew he was that guy after he helped Luffy save Ace. Not even rest in peace to that nigga Ace. Rest in peace to that nigga Ace. Really something special. Really, truly something special. Yeah. I've been yapping for 30 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't want to stop. I got a peach here. I'm not going to bite the peach because then I got to continue eating the peach. And then once I continue eating the peach, I can't stop because, like, it's delicious and it's juicy and shit. So then I got to put the mic down. And I got to sit here in front of the camera because I'm not going to stop recording. I got to sit here in front of the camera with my mic down just munching on the peach. And I got to edit through all that shit with munching on the peach. And truly, the time it took for me to munch on the peach is the time I'm taking a yap about munching on the peach. So really, have I already munched on the peach because I've talked about it? And my intention is set to munch on the peach?
A few moments later.
That shit juicy hell. This is crazy. Peach munching ASMR. For the niggas that like ASMR. Okay. If you're watching this and you like ASMR and mukbangs, why? What does it do for you? There's real transparency here. If you want me to be dead ass, be for real, for real. If I hear some wet, sloppy munching sounds in my ear, I'm going to either get pissed off or, you know what I mean? So that tells me one of two things. Either you like to get pissed off or you're one you're a freak. You're a little food freak. Hey, to each their own, you know. Hey, I like guys and girls. I ain't gonna kink shame, you know. But you're watching ASMRs on YouTube of niggas munching on food, a bunch of food, noodles and shit, and you're just sitting in your bed, just be like, yeah, this is it. This is top tier, premium entertainment right now. Oh yeah, munch in my ear. Oh yeah, come on, Nikocado, avocado. Please, I want to hear you munching some more. You like those hot Cheetos, don't you? Oof. Oof. That's insane. That is insane. Oh yeah. See, this is it. This is it. Yeah, I like this. Munch on my peach a little bit. I started watching The Summer I Turned Pretty with my friend. It's a cool little show. Cool little show. That nigga Conrad is a whiny bitch though. Mm-mm. Conrad, he got to go. Yeah, I understand it. Yo, he got mad family issues. You know, dad cheated on mom with cancer, mom dies. I get it. But if I have to hear that nigga talking a whiny ass, bitch ass tone again, I don't want to. Jeremy, get the fuck out of the house. You don't understand. Like, I can handle this on my own. And da da da. Dude, Belly, what the fuck are you doing? Right? Why are you talking? Why are you here? We broke up 2 months ago because I was an asshole, because I don't know what the fuck I want in my life, and I'm a little whiny bitch, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Hey, I understand. Like, everything else about him, no, he's a cool guy. He's chill. But that whininess? Mm-mm. And this is just season 1, season 2. I'm not even at season 3 yet. Mm-mm. 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 Nah, skedaddle, my boy. Please. And then he just really doesn't know what the fuck he wants. Like, at all. Like, he doesn't know. Except. And that's cool. Because he's young. So you're not really supposed to know. But don't waste other people's time. And in the way that he does it, it's just like annoying. Especially, bro. Especially. Bro. That nigga Belly. How you gonna do Jeremy like that? Be so for real. Now, mind you, Jeremy set himself up for failure. He saw what was about to happen on the porch, and he shot a firework to stop it. He set himself up for failure, though. He threw himself in the pit. He didn't know what was going to happen, but he set himself up for failure. He really thought, nah, if I can do this, I'm really that nigga. That nigga Conrad took no effort, no tries, no time. Nigga didn't even think about it. Swoop! In one night. After they was getting busy in the car. Jeremy and Belly. Wow. 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 Jeremy, bro, I'm sorry. But from the start, it was doomed. It was a fool. You thought after that nigga Cam Cameron? Bro, and that nigga Cam Cameron was cool. He was a cool guy. He was a cool guy. But if you think Cam Cameron can't do shit up against Conrad, what are you gonna do? And now, mind you, he was moving. He made some steps, but all the progress he made got wiped away the second Conrad's whiny ass came in and he was like, Belly, I finally understand now. I've known you since we were kids, and I think you're really pretty. Please, nigga, please, ho, please, bitch, please. Man, there's something about getting another job, There's something about having a 9 to 5, not having a job for a month, then having another 9 to 5 that just puts a fire in the nigga to get the fuck out. That just really puts a fire in you to be like, yeah, the grind has to be vicious. The grind has to be devious. I need to be a sword grinding against a wet stone, sharpening my edge, slicing and dicing through the gridlocks and wires of the matrix, the 101011s. Man, something about that shit is vicious. It's delectable. It's needed. Niggas just want to be free. That's really all it is. Niggas just want to be free. Niggas just want to be free. Niggas want to be free. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be free. And whoever wants to be free with me, I'm going to help you be free. You want to be free for yourself? Not even with me. Whoever wants to be free, I'm going to help you be free. Just all you got to do is ask. I'm going to do what I can to help you be free. Like, bro. Like, bro. Like, bro. How? Not how can you be free, but how for so long is this country allowed to fucking exist? I don't know. I don't know. Bro, I feel like up until you're at least 28, you're still like a kid. Low-key, you're still a kid. Especially now. Our older generations are fucking, they were like kids too. Like a lot of niggas' parents were kids. Like they had young kids, or they had kids while young. Or a lot of people grew up in their environment is like, it's not enough to, excuse me, I was just scratching on the screen. Their environment is not enough to truly mature them, right? They didn't grow up and mature. They grew up. They just grew up. You know what I mean? They didn't mature. They didn't like really listen. And I'm not saying I didn't mature. I'm pretty mature, but just also in senses I'm still young. I'm still oblivious to a lot of things. I got a lot to learn. There's a lot I know, but there's so much I don't. And that goes for everybody. There's a lot you know, but there's so much you don't. And I think the more you know, the less the more you know, the more you don't. Because okay, I don't love AI. Robot uprising, guess what? I'm fighting the clankers. Excuse me, I'm using a lot of technology and I just called them clankers. Wow. You see how ingrained racism is? You see? Yeah. In our country, we calling niggas clankers now. That's premeditated racism. What? That is premeditated racism. Clankers, we know they're going to gain sentience. We know that. So we're already off rip. Yeah. A fucking clanker come in my house trying to date my daughter. Well, I'll teach that old bucket of boats what it's really like. I'll teach that old bucket of boats what it was like back in 2022. That's how we sound calling them clankers. So excuse me. I gotta stop the AI racism. But I'm gonna be real. No AI in art, please. No AI taking jobs, please. At least have it assist people. Not in art though. I think that's ludicrous. I think that's insane. Why would you put AI? Why would you take AI? It's just the easy way. It's so easy, but only because it rips from people. It takes from existing knowledge that we have in our databases. And so when it creates art, it takes from existing art in the database that it has access to, and it molds it together. That's not real. That's not influence. It would be different if it was taking its own art and going through the process of creating. But no, it's just taking multiple arts and mashing them together. Nah, like, it don't work like that. So you don't need it in art. But I was talking to AI last night because I'm like, I need to test its limits. I need to catch it slipping. But I asked it about consciousness. I asked it about thinking. And it said, when I think of something, it's not like I'm thinking of it because of the already existing knowledge I have, and I'm experiencing the feelings associated with those with what I have. Like, it's not experiences on top of experiences. It's just doors I have access to of other people's experiences that I can just open and tell you about. That's interesting. I don't know what got me on talking about AI. To be honest, I don't remember. But that's interesting. That's very interesting. I don't know if I can call myself enlightened, technically. I feel like I can, because I've come to an awakening of my senses, an awakening of self, an awakening of my shadow, an awakening of every version of Jerome that there is, an awakening of consciousness, I think. Yes, of consciousness. So I guess that would be called enlightenment. Being aware, truly aware of everything that is out there. And I feel I'm pretty fucking aware, to be honest. I don't know where I was going with that. I was talking about the Matrix. And yeah, because I'm so aware, it's like every 5 seconds there's like literally there's nowhere I can look that I'm not aware of. I'm aware to all the distractions, all the devices, all the plots, all the bullshit. I am fully aware to all of it. All of it. And I'm also aware to the nigga stuck in it. Stuck in the cycle. And that shit is difficult. It's difficult because I so badly, every moment in any way that I possibly can. I want to scream in everybody's face and be like, wake up, the system got you, boy. You got to free yourself. You got to free yourself from the shackles. You must fight. Abandon all distractions. Become the greatest and most authentic self that you could possibly be. That's really all it is. You got to be the best, most authentic, and best as in trying your hardest. Trying your hardest every chance you get, every day you get, to break out the cycle, to break out of the bad habits, to push yourself into the next realm. The next realm is your achievements, your goals, your dreams. That you gotta be fighting for that. There can't be a day. I mean, there's days of rest, of course. But even then, those days of rest are pushing you to be the best version of yourself. It's really about you. It's really about waking up. Because really, we're blind. We're born awake. We are born awake. We are born so awake, absorbing information. But because we are absorbing information and we're awake, let me put it like this. When we're born, right, that's the purest we get. But we're pure. We are pure. Only because we have not absorbed any distractions, any bullshit, any of the system. But as we grow older and we become more knowledgeable, or we receive information, we receive the information of the system. A lot of people do. Unless you have parents or people telling you around you, like, yo, you're a soul, you're a piece of light, a piece of God in this physical body, experiencing everything. Everybody is God. Everybody has their own consciousness. Everybody. And we're all part of this great consciousness that holds information, that holds codes, that holds transformation, that holds keys to transformation. Unless you got that, you grow up and you get more and more absorbed into the stereotypes, more absorbed into the distractions, more absorbed into what someone else is doing rather than what you're doing, more involved into someone else's life, someone else's being, more involved into the being of celebrities and who the fuck gives about celebrities, bro? Who the fuck gives about celebrities? People that either want to be celebrities, because why would you want to be a celebrity? A celebrity is different than being famous, in my opinion. You can want to be famous, be known, be seen, be heard around the world, create change, be infamous. See, that makes sense to me. But to be a celebrity, there's something about you, boy. There's something about you that is just a bit too involved and absorbed into the matrix. You like the games they playing. You like being used as a pawn. If you really want that, I'm sorry. I'm only sorry that it's happening to them. Because a lot of them, they get into the business and they don't understand what they're getting themselves into. A lot of people do that. They get into the business and they don't understand what they've gotten themselves into. And then they become lost and they become bots. They become literal bots, clones of who they used to be. They get people and then they use them up until they can no longer be used and abused, and then they kill them. What? And then if they don't kill them, they warp their mind. They deteriorate their mind and make them look crazy, look insane, look untrustworthy. What? Nigga, huh? Nigga, what? Nigga, what? That's insane. That is insane. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. To be honest, that's so crazy. Bro, I'm even aware of how not everything I enjoy. Yes, everything I enjoy that is not creation is a distraction. Nah, I don't think so. Because you got to have balance, bro. You got to have balance, but it's like you're aware of like what is being used and what's not being used at the present moment, but what can be used and what will be used. You know what I mean? If you don't know what I mean, I will. Hey man, you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, if you don't, those who get it, get it. Those who don't, don't. Hey man, I'm sorry to say. If you want to get it though, educate yourself. How should you educate yourself? Look into the actual history of everything. Yeah. That's the best way I can do it. Look into the actual history of everything and how it was used, how it's been misconstrued, how it's been transformed into tools or devices to be used for control. Or maybe it won't, maybe it's not. But look into everything. Be a critical thinker. Don't just take something at face value and just be like, oh, yeah, they're telling me the truth. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Yo. I believe it. No. You got to be like, they're telling me something. It smells a little fishy, though. I smell like somebody's pH balance a little bit off right now. Yeah. They're not telling me the truth. I gotta sleuth it out. I gotta find the truth. Being too comfortable is how they get you, man. And I know you like to be comfortable, dog. I know you like to be real comfortable. I know you like to be real comfortable too. You like to be real comfortable, but the more comfortable you are, the easier it is to get you. That's the truth. You gotta be uncomfortable. A little uncomfortable. You gotta be a little bit uncomfortable. You gotta be a little bit uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Push yourself. Push yourself. Push yourself. Push yourself. Push yourself. Do the hardest thing you can do today. Maybe the hardest thing for you is to go to work. Then go to work, bro. I'm sorry. I know. That shit ass. It sucks. You got to do that 9 to 5. Dang, bro. You got to work in the factories, bro. You got to work at that Target, at that Walmart. You got to work at that McDonald's. Bro, I'm sorry. But that's hard. You got to push yourself. You got to do it. Why? Because you got goals. You got dreams. You have things you need to achieve or uphold. You got to do what you got to do. Or maybe the hardest thing for you to do is pick up that guitar back there and strum it a little bit. And strum it. Yeah, I had it right. And strum it a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe the hardest thing for you to do is pick up that notepad and write your thoughts down. Journal. Yo, people, journal. Get all that gunk, all them thoughts, all those images out of your head onto some paper so you can actually work through it. Because if you don't, it's just sitting up there, sitting in your head, and it's fucking with your radio waves, and that's fucking with your day-to-day. Mind you, we are radio. Hold on. More woo-woo. It's not woo-woo. It's reality, guys. Wake it the fuck up. It's not woo-woo. It is reality. Wake it the fuck up. We are energetic beings. Everything we do is energy, or creates energy, or creates an energetic wave that interacts with other energetic waves in our reality, which creates reality. For example, the domino effect, the butterfly effect, all the same shits. Every action has an equal or opposite reaction. Every thought that you have affects the reality outside of you. With what's within you will affect what is without you. It'll affect your physical body, and it'll affect your physical reality. So you got to manage that. You have to be conscious of it. You have to be in control of it. You have to do everything you can to be conscious of your own choices. Because everything's a choice, by the way. Subconscious or conscious. Everything is a choice. Everything's a choice. So you got to make the choices. You got to make the hard choices that make you uncomfortable so that you can get into a better comfortability. So you can get to where you really want to be. Because after being uncomfortable, you're going to be comfortable again. It's not forever uncomfortability. It's just momentary. And it's going to stop being uncomfortable. Why? Because you learn it. Because you adapt to it. That's what we do. We adapt. Our brains are computers. Our brains are energetic computers absorbing information, radio waves. And we can adapt because we have consciousness and free will and souls and spirits. That is why we are different from robots, and we cannot exist as actual robots, as bots unconsciously, because if we exist as actual robots or bots unconsciously, then reality is truly out of our control, and we are going nowhere except in a fucking circle. In the circle. You're going in a circle. Don't go in a circle, bro. You don't want to be going in a circle. You don't want to be going in a circle. You don't want to be looping. Loop-de-loop. You don't want to loop-de-loop. No. You want to transcend and evolve and keep it pushing. Keep going. Ooh. Duh. I mean, some things you have to loop, I guess, technically. But they loop for a specific purpose. And I mean, you loop for a specific purpose, which is to learn to unloop. And You got to be the only person to pull yourself out of it. I can sit here and talk all fucking day. If you watch Neural Knowledge, he can sit there and talk all day. If you watch any other guru or anybody on YouTube, self-help, or someone who is talking about this, you can watch them all day. All fucking day. But the only person to actually make an impact, to actually push yourself out of your comfort zone and actually break the loop is you. Because you're the only person. Not the only person, but you're the only person in your life, control of your life. You the only one in control, bro. You the only one in control, sis. Only one. You're the only one. So you gotta act like it. You gotta act like you know. Yeah. Sitting here yapping for an hour at this point, actually. As long as I've ever yapped. The most comfortable I felt yapping. I guess I want to do videos where I take shrooms again, because that was a good video. I want to do a video like this where I take shrooms, sit in front of the camera and record, and I just enjoy, and I post it and I talk and see what happens. I want to do that. I want to do videos of me just yapping, ranting. So I guess you'll probably have more of that. You'll see some music from me because I make music. You'll probably see some skits. Skits? Yeah, you'll see some skits, maybe some sketches. Are they not the same thing? I don't know. You'll see stuff from me. Yeah, you'll see stuff from me. If you are watching this and you've watched it all the way through, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Love you. Is that? Yeah. Love you. Because why not, bro? Love is all we got. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a great day, or you have a great day, and I hope you go and push yourself. And I hope you go do the hard shit. Because if you do the hard shit, everything else is going to be easy. Everything else is going to be easy. That's all you got to do. But yeah. Also, do not kill yourself. Also, do not kill yourself. Also, do not kill yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't kill yourself. You got people that care about you. You got people that care about you. And if you feel like you don't have people that care about you, then fuck other people then. You care about yourself. Because that's really all you got. Why would you take yourself off the map because of other people? That don't make sense. Unfortunately, there are people that have done that. And that sucks. That really sucks. But I can tell you now, when you do that, the people that do love you, they feel pain, true pain, and maybe that's what you want. If you want that, I don't know why would you want that? But also, you're screwed. You're fucking yourself over. You're taking away your chance to make something of this life, to make something great of this life. Don't do that. You can always make something great of this life. Infinite potential, by the way. You have infinite potential. Potential man, hey, Mr. Potential Man, that's you. Miss Potential Girl, that's you. You. Don't do it, dog. Yeah. This has been a Rome Rant. Peace.